Hey YouTube, this is Eddie's Tech Talk, and we're going to take a look at maybe one of the most interesting cars at the auto show this year, the Jeep Gladiator. Now the Gladiator, when you first saw it online, or when I first saw it online, I thought, that's a clever Photoshop job. I don't know if that's a real car, but here it is. We're at the auto show. It's real. It's a Jeep, but it's also a truck. It's crazy. It's crazy. So this is a lower level trim. The Rubicon is the upper level trim, which basically looks like a Wrangler with a truck bed strapped on the back of it. But let's take a look around this particular model. So this one gives you some option. It's got the full hard top, all of that. There's a soft top version. But anyway, we can go around the exterior of the vehicle. It looks very Jeep-like from the exterior. We've got some Gladiator branding as we go around the vehicle. And again, it just kind of looks like a Jeep, and then this is where your typical Jeep would end. But now we've got a truck bed in the back of the vehicle. So it's a pretty good sized truck bed. I mean, you're not going to get the craziest towing capacity that you would get out of a full-size actual truck, but you have a bed, you have the ability to put that kind of stuff in there. And a nice feature about this bed, get over here, cameraman, doing his job hopefully. We've got an outlet in the back of the bed, so that's really nice. You can plug in. I don't know, I'm not creative enough to know what you would plug in off the top of my head, but it's back there if you need it. So let's go take a look now at the interior of this vehicle. So as we sit in the interior of the vehicle, I feel like I'm inside a Jeep. And that's about it. My friend has a Sahara, and I feel like I'm in his Sahara. I feel like I'm in his Jeep. That's what it feels like. You can see the roof, obviously. We can adjust that and pop that off, and you can go soft top on this. But while we're in here, I mean, I feel like I'm in a rugged Jeep. Things feel rugged. They feel, you know, I feel off-roading. I feel like I'm off-roading. I'm just going to Kroger to get some groceries, not a sponsor, but I'm off-roading. So that's what I feel like when I'm in this. But then there's a truck bed strapped on the back. I mean, that's like the end of every statement. I'm in a Jeep, but there's a truck bed on the back. And if you can't tell, I'm pretty excited about that. So looking around, again, we've got ruggedized buttons. The knobs feel rugged. The fans work. There you go. The fans work. The buttons feel rugged. When things are active, there's clear lights that would indicate if they're active, so you can quickly glance over, see what's on, see what's off. In terms of the instrument cluster right in front of you, you've got a manual speedometer, manual tachometer, and then you've got an indicator to see what mode you're in, if you're in 2H, 4H, and 4L, which is a separate shifter over here to shift into those. In terms of media connectivity, there's a USB-C, a USB-A, and an aux jack. Lots of connectivity there. And then just general great features here. We've got good infotainment. This is just general Chrysler infotainment, nothing special for this version of the vehicle. I don't have a lot of experience with it, but just swiping around, it's just very fluid, very good. You know, from my experience, I don't know what the usability is like regularly, but just swiping around here, things at least are moving fluidly, moving quickly. It's not going to feel really slow and antiquated and kind of last year's stuff. The seating position's pretty good. I mean, I'm in just about a normal seating position right now as a 5'9" person, and I don't feel too close to the wheel. I don't feel too cramped in. I feel very high up in the typical Jeep way of being high up. You just sit a little higher in those vehicles, and I feel like I have pretty good visibility. I see maybe a little bit too much of the hood, more than I'd maybe like to see, but it's workable, it's fine, and I really have no real complaints. Visibility's great across the board, and I really like how this pillar over here, which oftentimes in cars is just a little too big, it's pretty small. So I'm able to look to my right and then out of the window and then through the mirror, which has blind spot detection as well, pretty easily. So I don't have any major points with no or low visibility. And I'm looking out of the mirrors right now, and I can see through the back of the truck bed to the end of this car, or I guess it's a truck, with no real difficulty. So the blind spot doesn't seem to be as big as I originally anticipated. So really, really neat truck, really, really neat Jeep, and I'm really excited just being in it. So let's head over to the back seat and see if I feel the same way there. So as I sit in the back here, again, that seat's in the same position that it was in before. I've got a good amount of legroom back here, and I've still got that truck bed in the back. That's, again, the end of all statements. It's cool, and there's a truck bed. There's good legroom, and there's a truck bed. I think that's what they were going for here. They definitely got it. Again, this isn't the lowest level trim you can buy or anything, but it's also not the highest, and I think that this is really good. I was gonna say really good for the price offered, but Chrysler hasn't released any pricing information on this vehicle yet. hopefully they don't charge too much of a premium. But in any case, the legroom is really good here. There's cup holders, there's vents back here, no climate control, but vents. We've got big speakers up top here, and I think it's just a really cool experience, especially if you were to take the roof off. I think it'd just be, being open air, it'd be a really nice experience. Feels geared to off-road. Can't obviously test that here at the auto show if it's geared for off-road, but seems like it's really nice, seems like it's really usable, and I'm really impressed with this offering from Chrysler and with this Jeep truck. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments section down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.